Yeah, what's going on, YouTube family? It's me, your boy Blood Raw IC, dipping back at y'all with another quick informative video. Remember to make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah, make sure post notifications on so you will be alerted every time I continue to drop that Thought Ike's on my YouTube channel, baby. Let's go. First off, y'all already know what I do. Me casa es su casa. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I'm loving the support, the motivation y'all giving me to continually push forward, persevere, and go do my due diligence and get the information for my YouTube family. This video here is going to be a good topic of discussion, a subscriber's request when telling and wanting to give my insight of opinion when dealing with the Willie Lynch letter. I don't know if a lot of y'all are familiar with the Willie Lynch letter, but if you're not, definitely go educate yourself about the Willie Lynch letter, man. It will blow your mind, man. And also, shout out to the subscriber who wanted me to do this reaction video and break down on what I think the whole surrounding with dealing with the Willie Lynch letter and what its main objective was back when it was implemented on the slave population when dealing with these plantations back in history. Let's go. All right. The Willie Lynch letter, man, it basically was a document put into place to make the slaves comply, man. I'm talking about, it's crazy on how the powers that be design things and implement it on society, and society reacts the exact way that the powers that be knew and thought they would react. All right, this Willie Lynch thing, man, it was a document basically back during when slavery came into effect. It basically was a template for the slave owners, for the slave plantations, for the slave catchers, the slave drivers, everyone who was controlling the slaves on the plantation. That who the Willie Lynch letter was for. The Willie Lynch letter was basically telling the slave owners on how you break the slaves, get them to submit, how you make them do everything that you want them to do with little or hardly no effort. I'm telling you, man, the Willie Lynch letter basically told the slave owners, you must go get the strongest slave, the toughest slave, the boldest slave, break him down, whoop him, beat him, emasculate him in front of the other men, slaves, the other women, slaves, show them this will happen to them when or if they get out of line. That shit is crazy, man, on how much the Willie Lynch letter plays a big effect in societies, especially past societies. Even up to now, man, they still using the Willie Lynch letter in a form right now in 2022 in society on the masses as a whole, though. And also, when dealing with the Willie Lynch letter back in the slave days, after they would beat the strongest slave, emasculate him, castrate him, guess what they would do? They would put him out there, tie his body to a different horse on opposite ends of his body, whoop the horse, and make each horse run in opposite directions, ripping that slave in half in front of all those slaves, the men and women. So what you think that does to the subconscious mind of those other slaves? That makes the men that was ready to get up in the uproar and rebel, humming themselves, scare them, and guess what that does to the women? It gets the women to bow down and submit to master them, and also gets the women to turn against the other black slaves. Basically have the woman in her subconscious mind thinking like, damn, they can't even protect us. We can't even depend on them. They so scared of massa. It ain't no hope for us. That's how the Willie Lynch letter had the women slaves thinking. To bow down and submit to massa, man. Y'all need to go do the research about the Willie Lynch letter and get your knowledge and of information and enlighten yourself, man. And I want to give a big shout out to the subscriber who recommended this topic to me to do this video. A big shout out, a big salute, and a big 100. That's what I'm talking about, man. You're hungry for the knowledge and information. And also, subscriber, go get your own information and do your own research about the Willie Lynch letter. Teach yourself these things that has been hidden from us from past history on how they use this format, the Willie Lynch letter, to force genocide and massacre thousands of people, bro. I'm talking about just slaughter, bro. I'm talking about that's basically like they wrote out a plan. All right, we're going to do this, put this into place. We're going to do this, put this into place, and this is going to be the outcome. We can't lose. I'm telling you, man, 99% of the slave plantations right here in America was running off and by the Willie Lynch letter, bro. I'm telling you. That's like George Washington, for instance. George Washington, the first president on your dollar bill. You do know that he and his family was the only individuals in Virginia that owned the most slaves, bro. George Washington was one of the biggest human traffickers, him and his family, in world history, bro. This is a fact, bro. And people wonder why people take down them statues and shit. Shit, George Washington made Jeffrey Dahmer look like a damn preschooler, bro. This man was taking the teeth of slaves, bro, at his own free will to make his own teeth, man. They had his teeth up there in the museum in Washington, D.C. on display where you can go see on how he was taking the teeth from slaves and just doing what he wanted to do with his own slaves, man. Y'all do know that the Constitution basically tells you, you're black, you have no rights. I'm telling y'all, man, you got to think about it. Slave owners was basically doing whatever they wanted to do to their slaves because they said that they was their property. That they was their property to do what they wanted to do with, when, and wherever at their own free will, bro. It's crazy, man, on how the history of things has been hidden and just brushed to the side. Yes, we can't change history. We only can learn and grow from it. But at the end of the day, right now in 2022, we all are living subject to the Willie Lynch letter in a sense, people. I'm telling y'all, this is a fact. So make sure you go do your own research when pertaining to the Willie Lynch letter, my YouTube family. I'm telling you, it will blow your mind. And it's just crazy, man, on how that Willie Lynch letter just broke down the subconscious minds of the slaves. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I speak on this. They talking about the Emancipation of Proclamation. Man, Abraham Lincoln ain't free shit, bro. Why you think you going to your job every day? Because you are still a slave in this modern day society. You are never free. They got you getting up, taking time out of your life, away from your children, your family, to come work a job just to go out and purchase all this material shit that they created in society for you to purchase. Yeah, you have to have your own free will and control of self. But at the end of the day, how hard is it to control yourself when you're being put out in a society in an illusion that's all about buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell? That movie that back in the day Roddy Piper did, rest the man's soul, said that movie called They Live, when he put on the shades and he able to see the truth. That's how we are living, bro. That movie was definitely on point way back then, man. That was subliminal predictive programming right back then. That movie They Live, back in the 80s, it came out, I believe. I think 87, 89, something like that. That movie They Live, but that was predicted subliminal programming, subliminal hidden messages, basically showing you, you get up, and guess what you do? You go to your job, guess what you do with your money? You go out and buy things that you don't even really need. It's because the flesh desires things of this materialistic world. That's why people can never get ahead. A lot of people can live decent if they cut out unnecessary spending. But it all starts with self. They got us here, people. We got to take accountability and understand, and overstand they got us here mentally in the subconscious mind. Everything the powers that be is done with an agenda attached to it, people. And like I say, when dealing with the Willie Lynch letter, it's crazy on how they implemented that back on the plantations to control and break down their slaves into an submissive state, people. I'm telling y'all, bro, the shit that blows my mind. A lot of the information I come across on a day-to-day basis, bro, especially dealing with past history, I be like, wow, bro. And like it made sense. Like I just said earlier in this video, George Washington is basically just like fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, bro, but worse. Think about it. They might as well put up statues of Jeffrey Dahmer. What's the difference? He was doing the same shit George Washington was doing, murdering, mutilating people. Same concept. But George Washington was kidnapping people, slaves. That's basically what slavery was. Kidnapping, forcing people to come work for you for free. You murdering them, killing them, hanging them, raping them, all because they didn't want to go out there and work for you for free. Think about this shit, people. Think about this shit. And everybody praised George Washington. Them founding forefathers that everybody in America loves so much. Those people are murderers, bro. They murdered the indigenous native people. They murdered the indigenous black people. I'm talking about slain, mass genocide. And we got holidays after these people. Monuments and statues after these people that did some of the most heinous and grotesque, inhumane shit to people, bro. Think about this shit. Like I just told y'all, George Washington, a native of Virginia, him and his whole family was the most key owners of the most slaves in that state, bro. George Washington, who was on the $1 bill, took teeth out his own slave's mouth to make his own teeth at his own free will. I'm talking about real torture, bro. And some of the shit that they was doing, you could go find the history on what your founding forefathers was doing to their slaves, bro. The shit is so gruesome and heinous, they won't even put it in these slave movies just to show you the real truth behind the veil of what these slave plantations was really doing to the melanated, carbon-based black people of the Americas, bro. Some of these slave movies y'all watch, y'all think that shit was bad? The shit George Washington and his family bloodline was doing to their slaves and people make that shit look like elementary preschool, bro. But it's all hidden facts, bro. Hidden, not talking about, nor spoken about. You got to go find the information, people. Like I say, go do your research and get the information and feed your mind about the Willie Lynch letter, man. Y'all remember, make sure y'all hit the like button. And to the subscriber, I hope this gave you edification and clarity on my opinion when dealing with the Willie Lynch letter. But like I said earlier in this video, the Willie Lynch letter was basically put into place to control, emasculate, and dominate the slave plantation population, bro. It's sad, bro, that these folks format and write up things, templates, just in order to conquer a race of people, man. I'm telling you. Y'all ain't figured it out yet, my melanated carbon-based family. My people, we ain't figured it out yet. That's like with the music. We promote more destruction and murder on our own people. And we are doing it. We got these entertainers, superstars, these rappers that we glorify our children, the youth look up to, that's toxifying the minds, destroying the youth mentally, and glorifying this shit, man. Getting paid millions and millions of dollars to self-destruct our own culture of people, man. When the fuck we gonna wake up, man? Hit the like button in this video, man. Man, it's been your boy Blood Raw. Until next time, I'm out.